Came out here today to show you our little house in the woods that's being remodeled. A small crew of just two, I think, so far worked this week. 3 or 4 days. They cleared a bunch of branches, trees, and the way I'm walking here is the clearest path to drive through to approach the house. There's a more direct one where I'm parked because I didn't know this one had been cleared this much. But this house sits on 5 acres and it belonged to my wife's parents, and it was passed on to her about 2 or 3 years ago. There's a shed out back. That's the pump house for the well water that comes up from, I believe it's the Edwards Aquifer out here. We're in East Texas, but near East Texas, not deep East Texas. I'll show you the trees around. This would be facing east, I believe. And so 5 acres extends back in there somewhere down through here. We have quite a bit of family history here. Her parents built this place in the early 90s, about 92, I think. And a small company called Jim Walter Homes is who built it. So they were model houses where you could pick a floor plan and then they'd build it for you. Well, the siding that was on here has been stripped this week, which is great. They made great progress because they had a bunch of brush to clear just to get in here. Where I'm looking there, where you see that railing, is actually the front porch, and we'll go around that side in a few minutes. But I'm starting over here, and we'll move around in a clockwise direction. We're on the north side of the house, facing south. And as I come around the corner here, this is the back side of the house. And this is where a lot of the brush and stuff has been cleared, but there's still more to go. You can see the condition of the house. It looks worse than it is, kind of, because we've kind of neglected it the last year and a half or two. My son comes down here quite a bit, and that's good. So, and he's here today, but he's got some belongings he's got to move out of here. And so now this is the east side of the house, so we're facing west. Just showing the conditions here, and I'll be showing updates on this as it goes along. They're going to put up hardy board siding. This is the south end of the house. There's the chimney structure there. And I'm coming around the end. I mean, this place is covered in trees. We are surrounded by trees. Looking south again now, almost right into the sun. As you can see, it's thickly wooded. Thickly wooded. Continuing on. It is difficult to get through here. They have not cleared everything here. I'm not sure. I know they've got to clear more than this. But it was clear enough for them to strip the siding off, which was this stuff. Gray slat. Looks like 8-inch slats. Having a little trouble walking through here. Here's the front porch. We got a bunch of crap out there and stuff that was left from them. This place is workable. There's, I could call it a name like a diamond in the rough or something, whatever. It's going to change quickly, I believe, if these guys do what they say, and I have every reason to believe they will at this point. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. It's going to get more exciting as it goes along for me and my family, because one of our hopes is to turn it into a place that we can all use. And it is that now. Inside, all the plumbing and AC and electrical, all that works. And it's all been hooked up. Nothing's ever been shut off. So that's kind of the direction we're headed in. Lots of memories back here. But when this place, before it was built, this was just all sand here, or a lot of it was. And Kim's father and I came down here in probably 91 or 2, and we pitched a tent up there in front of the house somewhere. I don't remember that tree. It's dead center from back then, but it may have been there. We pitched a tent out there and cooked on a campfire out there. Her father's name was Lynn. He was an Army veteran. He bought this place, I guess it was on the GI Bill, that he bought 5 acres on really cheap. And then also financed the building of the house. He planted all kinds of berries down in here. Lynn loved to grow stuff. And I can still find raspberry bushes and stuff back there. He even planted some asparagus. I haven't found evidence of it, but I know it was right down there. And around back here, he had rose bushes, and he also had tomatoes, lots of them, all through that area over there. He was always having trouble with pests, but they produced quite a bit of produce back here. It's very sandy. It's I spent a lot of time down here, but it was mostly holidays and stuff. My kids did part of their growing up down here, weekends and breaks from school, stuff like that, because Lynn was retired. And so it means a lot to the family, this place does. Luckily, everything indoors is still functional. In fact, it is cool today. It was 61 when I was driving down here, but there's a bite to the air. My son just turned the heat on. I was in the bathroom for about 5 minutes. When I came out, it was already getting warm in there. I don't know the size of this place. I'm going to guess about over 1,200, less than 1,500 square feet. I knew at one time. I can't remember now, but I'll figure it out. But anyway, there's something we got going on in the background that I'm kind of excited about, and I think is going to be interesting to follow. It's it's an obligation. It's hard to talk about, what we could have done and what we did do and what we are doing. But we were at a point where it can't sit any longer. Stuff's got to start happening. So that's what's happening. We don't live in this house. Well, by the way, we are in East Texas, like I said, Purtis Creek State Park is about 5 or 10 minutes from here. That'll give you an idea. We're close to Eustis, to the south and west. Athens is over to the east, and Cedar Creek Lake is not far from here. Here's a view. This is the way I walked in. So driving out, you could drive, and there's that left turn down there where it gets kind of dark in the middle of the screen. And then you make a right and down some more kind of dirt and gravel road to the main road of this area here. So it's hard to get a perspective on video because it is just surrounded with woods, which is really neat. We're not that far from the road, but it's really isolated back here, and you don't hear anything back here. I know there's wild hogs around. Oh, and one other thing. When they gave my wife a daily report one day this week, they let her know as they were clearing brush and limbs that their count of copperheads was up to 20. And we've seen them down here. We've seen copperheads down here. And there's some big ones too. So they, I think most of the perimeter of the property's cleared of them now, unless there's some under the house or something. But yeah, there are copperheads down here for sure. Wild deer, wild hogs, and everything else in between that you can imagine. So wildlife is plentiful down here. I'm going to end this video now because there's so much more to come, and I'm not sure the direction we're ultimately taking. I know we're going to get this house looking good and everything, and the property better ordered and maintained. So this is just a kind of an opener to what we're going to do. And I'm going to end the video now. That's all I have to offer at the moment, but this is what we're excited about right now. And so anybody that would like to follow along on the progress, I'll be posting videos. Right now my schedule is I'm probably going to come up here once each weekend. I don't know if that'll hold like that or if it might change, but that's the plan. This is Tommy Rant. I am signing out, and we'll see you later.